Good morning, dudes. How is it going? Today we're taking a look at the game between LGD Gaming and Hyperglory Team for the G-League 2014. This is a game I picked because I picked a game. There's no particular reason. There aren't even many interesting heroes, but it's actually really difficult to find anything with interesting heroes these days because it appears it's just, you know, like the same 5 of them every single game. But you know what? That's fine. So we can see Crystal Main. That's actually kind of cool. And a Razor, you know, that's also kind of cool. So it's actually, it has some, right? Like, but yeah, well, we're gonna see how this plays out. Have a Disruptor again. Phantom Lancer, Witch Doctor, Bristleback, Undying Spirit Breaker. Nothing too surprising there. These are all very powerful, very popular heroes. As you can see, Tusk is banned this match. Yeah, Tusk, I have done a little bit more research. Tusk is destroying the competitive scene right now. He's just shitting on it. And I haven't quite figured out why. But I also haven't found a game where Tusk has lost. I know that they have happened. I just haven't found them. So it's just like, well, this is interesting. But you know what, that's gonna be fine. We're just gonna take a look at how it plays out this game, because there is no Tusk. There's also no Shadow Fiend, so yay! You know, no Shadow Fiend for once. Makes me sad. I like Shadow Fiend. Definitely do. So, we're gonna see the last ban come out from LGD Gaming. What is Hyperglory Team looking for right here? They have a Spirit Breaker, Undying, Dual Offlane, Razor, probably Mid Disruptor. So probably like some strong safe laner that can kind of be left alone. Is Gyrocopter banned yet? Yes. Who else could it be?
10 seconds to go.
I think we're gonna see some sort of carry though. Oh yeah, Ember Spirit. You see, that works. Like a strong safe laner that can be left alone for a little bit. I would describe Ember Spirit as such. Oh, you could even slap him into the mid, like that Razor could go safe lane. I'm not really sure what they plan on doing with the Razor. Hyperglory Team just bans out the Viper. Yeah, I know, that's not too surprising. It's just, I mean, who likes Viper? Like, fuck that guy. So, Hyperglory Team seems to believe LGD is looking for a mid. I think that's a pretty safe call, because they don't have a mid. Right, they have Bristleback and Phantom Lancer as their cores so far. I mean, they could slap the Crystal Main or the Witch Doctor in the mid, I suppose, but they won't do that. So, yeah. Oh, actually a Clockwork. So that might actually be a Phantom Lancer mid. Like a dual mid. Bristleback, a Witch Doctor in the lane, Phantom Lancer, and a Crystal Main in the mid. Or the other way around, I don't know. And Clockwork in the off. It could also be a Clockwork mid, I suppose. Against the Razor, though? Doesn't seem like a great idea. There we go with the last interesting pick of the game, a Necrophos. So, this is actually like, yeah, you know, like it's gonna be interesting to see how these heroes play out. I really, really like Necrophos, as you guys know. I think that hero is so fun. And we're gonna see how this plays out for them. Definitely. Well, let's get into it. As per usual, no English casters. There's a Russian one this time around, but yeah, you know what? I'll just do that for you people. I'll just do it. I gotta take care of this. So yeah, we're gonna actually see the Razor not go into the mid. No, I think that's gonna be a mid Razor. Well, probably just gonna be yeah. Viper, no Viper. What I'm saying, Necrophos at the bottom, Razor in the mid. And by the way, Necrophos, a strong safe laner that can be left alone for a little bit. Right? Like that's what I was looking for, and Necrophos is exactly that. We're gonna see the Phantom Lancer at the bottom with the Witch Doctor, Bristleback and Crystal Maiden. Currently the Clockwork is chilling up at the top. So it appears that LGD is looking to dodge that Undying, which is generally speaking a pretty decent idea. Just gonna put the Clockwork into that lane instead. And he should really be able to take care of that. Blocking the Magic Bush right now. The funny thing is actually, like, this blocks the Magic Bush. Like, so this blocks this camp, right? And this camp up here. But it also blocks, like, they put down another void to block the camp. Which is a little cheeky, right? Like, putting down 2. Just to make sure you actually get it blocked is interesting. Well, well, well. Bristleback picks up that bounty. Seems he's actually gonna be the one taking the mid. And with the Crystal Maiden. Yeah, okay. Yeah, again, as I mentioned, like, it could be like either way. It doesn't really matter where you put the Crystal Maiden. It seems she's actually gonna be jungling a bit. Oh, that seems pretty reasonable. I mean, she can, so you probably should. Seems like a rather decent idea. No, I don't actually think this lane is too great for the Bristleback, if I'm completely honest. A Razor does really well against melees. Like, you just drain all of the damage with the static link. He isn't gonna be, like, super overwhelming at level 1 or level 2 or anything like that. But once you get, once you get level 3 going on, you have that level 2 static link. This is just not gonna be nice for the Bristle. So, it's interesting to actually see this kind of lane. That's why I was kind of looking for LGD to pick up another carry. But at the same time, like, he does have, like, some support from the Crystal Maiden, so it might be fine. But yeah, you see Razor just drains his damage. Now he can't last it, and it's super easy for him. He's also gonna harass the shit out of him. It's gonna be tricky. Definitely an interesting choice right there. Meantime, at the bottom, we have just a regular old tri-lane, it appears. So, yeah, that's probably a bit smarter. Since LGD did dodge the Undying. Just putting him down here is not really too big of a deal for him. And, it's gonna allow you to get some money going on. Mid, of course. At this point, like, the Razor is just completely dominating. I don't know. I really don't know why they would put the Bristleback against the Razor. Like, Bristleback is not even a common mid, right? That doesn't even make sense. That's just weird. But it appears we're gonna see, like, an early gank or something. Nah, he's just stacking right now. I don't know if this is actually gonna work out for them. Crystal Maiden is jungling. It's a double damage up here. She'll likely take that. But maybe it's just taking so much pressure. And once you have that level 2 static link, right, at that point, it just doesn't even take long to drain damage. It's just like, ugh. It's really, really difficult for him to do anything. Now, at the same time, he's Bristleback, right? Like, he's gonna go ahead and just spam some kills and might end up being fine as a result, but... He also has the Crystal Maiden support, which definitely makes it a lot easier, since he's gonna have a huge mana supply. This might actually work out for them, but he certainly won't be dealing any right-click damage anytime soon. Crystal Maiden smoked up. She got her boots already, so they're gonna be looking at a kill on the Spirit Breaker. Freeze coming up. She does not have her level 3 yet. This might still be enough. No, actually the charge away. And he cancels the charge though, and Crystal Maiden did not spot him. Or maybe she just doesn't want to go for him. That might be a smart idea too. Bristleback now with the double damage active is scaring the Razor away. Well, but that's unreliable, right? Like, that's not something I think you can really blame the Razor or the Bristleback for, right? It's not really something that the Bristleback did to outplay the Razor. He just got lucky and got himself a double damage. But of course, the quill sprays with the Crystal Maiden, like, that might be the plan here. And it seems to be working just fine, honestly. Level 3 damage drain now. Yeah, look at this. This is just ridiculous. He deals 0 damage right now. None. None. Even though he has a double damage active. That's how silly this is. Yeah, after the Necrophos, just chilling at the bottom, going up against Styler on the Phantom Lancer. Regular old one-on-one. Currently a pull coming out from the Disruptor. They actually counter-warded both. Oh, this is so silly. Oh well. Right now it's pretty calm though. I'm just still confused by this lane, but the Razor is actually dropping pretty low. He might want to upgrade that magic stick. Nah, I guess it doesn't really matter that much, right? It used to be the case that the magic stick was actually... the magic wand gave you more heal than the magic stick, but I don't think that's true anymore, so... But he should use it, right? Because Bristleback is still gonna be spamming. So, every spell he uses from now on is just like wasted HP. And Korea. Oh, okay. Bristleback coming in. Yeah. Oh no, he's got his magic one now. Okay. I was like, wait. Yeah, but no, he took care of that. Oh, we have CSMJ getting taken down. He might drop, but no, actually, it's gonna be enough. I thought the glimpse might be enough to save him, but Sylar dodges it. And they even get another one. Air coming in to try and turn it around, but there's just not much he can do. I have to admit at this point that I'm not personally a big fan of Razor. I don't think he's a very powerful hero. He's outclassed by many mid heroes. And really, I can name 10 heroes right now that I think are better than Razor for basically any given game. And I don't see any reason to pick a Razor ever, because there's no way that all 10 of those heroes are not available. So yeah, it's just like we could start listing right now. Viper, what's his face, Shadow Fiend, Queen of Pain, the Shrug, what other mid heroes work really well. I would even take a Silencer over a Razor. It's just, we could just keep going, honestly. Would be a bit pointless though, but I just don't really like Razor that much, and I don't think he's working out this game. Like we now have a swap of the lanes. We see some J sitting in the mid, or maybe not. I don't actually know what the fuck is going on right now. I don't think they know either. What mostly bothers me about Razor is that he doesn't have a good item build. Right, like he just doesn't have anything that where you're like, oh yeah, of course, let's pick that. And it's just like, you know, let me go and I don't really know what to build. Like Aghanims is kind of decent, but just rushing Aghanims leaves you rather vulnerable. DKB is kind of decent, but then you don't deal any damage, and it's just like I don't know what to do. Oh, meantime up top we have the Spirit Breaker getting caught out. He's gonna drop right here, I assume. Yeah, the Phantom Lancer's going in deep for this one. And this is, of course, like one of the big advantages of Phantom Lancer. This is a late game carry that is really rather powerful, that can definitely do some early ganking as well. So he does have some very high base damage, right? Like he got a rather like powerful stat line, and he has a great starting damage as well. So he hurts rather bad, and it's tough to get away from him too. I would like to see him put a point into the Phantom Rush. Like, I don't think he needs to max it. I don't really mind getting stats over Phantom Rush, but I feel he should at least get 1 point into it. Like, that tends to help a lot. Oh, Spirit Break is charging. Who's he going for? That seems a little silly. Yeah, Bristleback is gonna start chasing him down. Slow connects, and the freeze, the stun coming out. I don't know what the hell that was about. Okay, that was terrible. Also gave away that they have vision, right? Like, what does this ward actually see? Oh wait, no, they don't have vision. Okay. But I'm actually still interested in what this ward sees. Seems to be quite a bit. I gotta remember this one. Ah, no, it doesn't actually see up here. But it's still good enough. Like, this area is, it's pretty good. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta keep that one in mind. A hookshot coming out on the Disruptor. He's gonna glimpse him back, but that won't be in time. We have a Necrophos ultimate use, but he's just getting nuked down right now. He's still alive for the time being, with Bristleback. One swing with that double damage is gonna do it. He's not gonna go for the Undying. He will have his damage drain, and it's gonna be taken down by Spirit Breaker. So it's a 2-for-1 in favor of a Hyperglory team. That's pretty decent, I would say, but losing the Necrophos right here is actually rather bad. Like, this guy doesn't have a lot, and Necrophos is not the kind of hero that appreciates getting slowed down too much. Like, it doesn't really work that well. Maybe getting the Heartstopper aura early on was a mistake. I think people are far too stuck up on that ability. Like, really what makes Necrophos a good hero is the combination of Sadist and Death Bolts, because he can farm with that, right? Like, that's what keeps him going. And the Heartstopper aura is like useful for laning, but I don't know if it actually did anything this game. It just seemed a little unnecessary. So, I don't know. I don't know a lot of things. Well, it's just Dota's not a definite game, right? Like, there's never... Well, I guess sometimes there is, but most of the time there's not like a strictly speaking best play. Most of the time it's just like, oh, this seems like it would work better, but I don't know. Right? Nobody does. We would have to play out every single possible scenario, which is like infinite scenarios, to see whether or not this would have been better. So... Bristleback is actually doing rather well now, though. Like, he's leading the net worth ahead of Razor. But you have to keep in mind that the Razor wasn't actually, like, farming against him for all that long. We're 10 minutes in, and I don't think the Razor has been in the mid for a while. So, while I still stand by Razor beating a Bristleback in the mid, it's probably noteworthy that, you know, they weren't actually laning that long, and that might come to bite a Hyperglory team. Oh well, we're gonna see drums come out on that guy though. Yeah, just beefing up. Like the old school idea of Razor is you just build HP or survivability and like movement speed. Because with the static link, as long as you keep that on your opponents and you have the Eye of the Storm going on, you're gonna be able to deal a lot of damage just through, you know, surviving. You don't actually have to have any sort of, you know, damage. You don't need it. And that might be what he's shooting for here. But again, it's been a while since we saw Razor. Before that, what people built was Aghanim's. They rushed in early Aghanim's in 6.81. 6.81, of course, being the Death Bolt patch. Yeah, no, 6.81 was like a really bad patch, by the way. But it was like very, very heavy on the Death Bolt, and Razor fit right in there because you could just rush an early Aghanim's. But the thing was, in that kind of like gameplay, you didn't spend a lot of time farming. Like the games were much, much shorter than they are today. Games lasted 20 minutes back then, like on a regular basis. That's just how long they lasted. So I'm a little confused, like, by what he's gonna do here. Well, Phantom Lancer, of course, like, we know what he's gonna buy. Like, he's got himself some drums. I don't mind that. I personally prefer, what's it called? Ring of Akita over drums. It's slightly cheaper and, you know, like, I like having the mana region. But I don't mind getting drums, right? They are definitely, well, they're definitely more powerful, but they're also almost twice as expensive, so. But, you know, since he's doing well, might as well. And he's now starting to work on his Diffusal, which of course is, you know, a fantastic item for Phantom Lancer. Also gonna be good in this specific game because burning through Undying's mana and burning through Necrophos's mana is both easy and really, really valuable. So, yeah. I actually wonder why they picked Necrophos in this specific instance. I don't believe that you get any status charges from the illusions, and he's gonna, like, this hero has mana problems, right? Also not getting a Blink Dagger, going for straight Aghanim's. I don't know, CSMJ. I don't know. I don't like this. I wonder if they practice Necrophos. Like, this is just not a particularly great way of playing the hero, I have to admit. Rushing Aghanim's I don't like. I don't like that at all. Like, you should get yourself a Blink Dagger. That's a bit tricky, but at the same time, he isn't doing that well. Maybe he just wants the stats. Like, I could see going Point Booster into Blink Dagger. But we have a smoke now. Undying is rushing in deep. I don't think they can actually get anything out of it. No. LGD definitely saw that one coming. Maybe Hyperglory team is looking at a push. Is this in... Wow, look at that. That's pretty damn close right there. Yao. Bit of an awkward spot to be in, honestly. It's gonna push the Spirit Breaker away. Hookshots in, hits 3 heroes. Actually 4 in, kind of an awkward position now. Bristleback coming in with a haste, and there's Sylar. Big static storm on 3. Ultimate gonna be popped, and Necrophos takes that kill. So the Witch Doctor is gonna be out of the fight. Tombstone is still down, maybe, trying to take it, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to do so. We got the Crystal Maiden caught out. She will fall. Now, Spirit Breaker going up against the Phantom Lancer. Cast his ultimate, taken down anyhow. Sylar still sitting in the middle. He has half HP left. Like, he might be able to actually make something happen. But maybe getting chased down by the Razor. And this is what I don't like about the guy, right? This is what I don't appreciate about the hero. You saw him chase down those heroes, but he didn't actually have anything he could do to stop them from running away, right? Like, if the opponents want to run away, they just can. Like, that's just an option. They can just leave. And, that's just not that pretty. Now, this fight was okay, I guess, for Hyperglory team. It wasn't amazing. They didn't get anyone that's significant. They only got like a few support kills. And I think that's actually going to be the end of that fight. And yes, CSMJ is actually just straight up rushing Aghanims. I don't like that. I also don't think it's going to be too valuable, this game. Like, first of all, Necro is not that good against Bristleback. Like, you might think he's great, but... well, I guess it kind of goes both ways, right? Like, he can kill him, but it's still tough because you... well, you deal less damage against him, which is bad for somebody that is basically percentage-based, which is what Necrophos is, right? Like, his ultimate is a percentage-based ability. Yeah. Well, gonna see how this goes down. Both teams are still camping the bottom tower, though. Neither one really wants to give this up. Which I also don't like from Hyperglory team. Holy hell, I know I'm just bashing on these guys, but I don't like the way they are playing. Like, right now, the Necro is not farming. He's not. Nobody is. You see anybody farming these mid creeps? No. Nobody see anybody farming top. You see anybody farming the jungle? No. Nobody is. These 4 heroes are not acquiring currency. They're just not. In the meantime, Phantom Lancer has just said, fuck it. I'll go ahead and get myself some money. Now, they're gonna catch out Yao. Actually, maybe Yao caught them. Holy hell. Spirit Breaker gets taken down. They get the Clockwork. So, at the very least, it's gonna be even for now. But Sylar coming in. Takes down the Disruptor. The Glimpse back on a Bristleback, but that doesn't really matter that much, let's be honest. Razor still standing in the middle. Link broken without even a single second of charge. And currently it's a 3 versus 4. And we do have a double damage on Sylar, so... okay, that double damage is gonna run out right now. I think that's gonna end up being the end of it. That tombstone. This is really what actually kept them going. The big tombstone up on the cliff. Without that, I think LGD would have gone in and gotten themselves some more kills. So they got... HGT got rather lucky there. But yeah, this is an issue right now. Like, again, well, I guess right now somebody's farming the mid, but nobody's farming top. Nobody. This is just money that's not being taken. Nobody's farming the jungle. Nobody. This is all money that's, you know, not being taken. And they do have a jungler. They have a Necrophos. Necrophos is very good at farming the jungle. You get yourself a Blink Dagger, you get yourself level 10, and you start roaming through it. But he has neither right now, which is really not that good at 18 minutes. Okay, well, he's getting really close to his Aghanims. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Aghanims on Necrophos, in my opinion, is a must-buy. I just don't like rushing it, but I definitely think you should get it. It's insanely powerful, and... well, we're gonna see how this plays out for him, right? Tower goes down. Glimpse back, and Bristleback is actually taking quite a bit of damage here, but it's still a Bristleback. All of these glimpses on Bristlebacks, I don't really know what that's about. The Tombstone? It's dropping pretty low, and Sylar's coming in. He's got his Diffusal, takes on a Disruptor already. He's looking for a little bit more, but currently the Razor standing amidst all of it. Doesn't seem like a great idea. Necrophos ultimate used on an already dead hero, and Bristleback is gonna be picked up. No, he gets picked off by the Undying. Yao, he is gonna fall, and so is the Crystal Maiden. Holy hell, Hyperglory team is actually doing insanely well right here. They won't be able to take down Sylar, but they're applying so much pressure. That was a huge team fight. They really played that well. Okay, I can't bash that. No, certainly not. They did incredible things in that fight. I think that ultimate on the Witch Doctor was maybe a little unnecessary because that guy was pretty dead. But nonetheless, right, they got the kills, and this is gonna be good for them. Necro now gonna start farming the top lane finally. About time somebody starts with that. But yeah, this definitely worked out for them. He's level 11 now. He's got that big Saddest. Yeah, Saddest is one of those abilities where level 4 is just significantly more effective than any of the previous ones. Because like it scales in an odd fashion. Like it's 2, 2, 2, and then 4. Like what? Wait, why exactly? But you know, that's just kind of how it goes. I guess the HP regions just guys 1, 2, 3, 4, but whatever. We got Aghanim's done on CSMJ. I would actually really like to see a Blink Dagger next. Maybe he's not going for a Blink Dagger this game in particular though, because there's a lot of AoE stuff coming out from LGD. You know, like, I suppose it makes sense, but it's still just such a fantastic farming item. If he doesn't go for a Blink Dagger, maybe Shiva's Guard or something along those lines. A Mecha, does anybody else have a Mecha already? My best guess is Undying is going for it, but he doesn't really have a lot of anything, so does that really count? BKB, actually, pretty far progression into the BKB from the Spirit Breaker. Glimpse back on a Bristleback again. Silence also put down, and he, I don't know, he might fall. Like, he's still alive for the time being. Oh my god, Xao 8 on top of the cliff. The supports tear HGT apart. CSMJ just runs into the ultimate. I don't know what that is about. That's a little silly. Hookshot, I think, just got blocked by one of those creatures, no? The beautiful play. Actually, can I take another look at this one? I like this one. Can I have that for a montage? Oh, wow. Look at this. Come on, that was wonderful. Really well done. And then I see some J just runs in. I don't really know what that is about. I think he was looking for an ultimate, right? Like, if he had gotten that, probably actually a kill. Actually, what he was looking for is to get the death pots on somebody and cast the ultimate to get the kill, but that sadly didn't happen. He got himself a plate mail though, so we're gonna see an early Shiva's Guard, I would assume. Could also be an Assault Cuirass. I prefer Shiva's Guard this game though. Like, it's gonna be nice against the illusions, also it's gonna prevent the mana burn from being effective. So yeah, I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. And he either doesn't like Blink Dagger or he just doesn't think it's good this game. I don't really know. But Xao 8 is gonna be popped right here. Gonna use an ultimate for it? Yeah, but that's not gonna be enough. I hesitated a bit on that one, and the charge coming in. We got CSMJ in a really bad spot. He's gonna be taken down. Yep, that's pretty much a free kill. Disruptor is still somewhere in the back. Okay, it's gonna end up being fine for the time being. But yeah, that definitely was a case of, it's just a crystal main. It's a crystal main, man, but you gotta go for that. Like, you either commit to it or you don't. But you don't like half-ass it. Well, of course, there was no guarantee that they actually get the kill if he uses his ultimate earlier, and he had to wait out the Glimmer Cape, right? If you don't wait out the Glimmer Cape, then you're not getting the kill, but you don't actually have to wait the full duration of the Glimmer Cape. It's 4 seconds, right, I believe? 5 seconds, okay. Don't really buy that item a lot, and this has 1.5 seconds stun duration, so theoretically speaking, as long as you cast it at 3.6 seconds of Glimmer Cape, it's gonna be fine, right? So, I don't know. But I feel like just one more hit, like if he had just committed to one more hit a little earlier, they actually would have gotten that kill, but he didn't, and as a result, he died horribly. He might still have died horribly, let's be honest, but that certainly didn't help it. Now, Hyperglory team is just 5-manning this. They're just going in, they're not afraid. Maybe that's why he wanted that early Aghanims as well, right? Like, it reduces the cooldown quite significantly, so that might be what he's going for. But look at this. I like the way LGD is playing this, though. And if you notice, they are only fighting around towers, right? So they are only fighting around TP points. And the Phantom Lance in the meantime is farming. Which is really like a great way of dealing with that 5-man push strategy that HGT is currently employing. You just kind of, you know, you're like, okay, you know what, you can't fight us if you want to, but we're gonna be 5 as well, and we have a tower. Or you don't, and we just chill here, and you chill over there, but we have a Phantom Lancer farming, which you don't. So, you know. It's gonna be fine, I suppose. Well, That's a pretty free Roshan kill. Gonna be on the Phantom Lancer, of course. I don't think there's any other option. Like, I guess you could put it on the Bristleback, but he's got a BKB now. I just don't see anybody that's as valuable as the Phantom Lancer, so... Makes a lot of sense, but this BKB, by the way, is gonna be huge. Maybe right now it's unkillable. Like, as long as he has the BKB active, he's not dying, ever. It's just not happening. So, it's gonna be interesting how this plays out as a result. The Glimpse back. We have MMY getting caught out. He's gonna be taken down. I'm hoping they don't pop an ultimate. You know, you could have used that for maybe, well, maybe, right? CSMJ now getting chased down. He's kind of burning a little low on mana. Those power cocks really ran him down quickly. Sylar still in the middle of the sea, of course, has the edges. Maybe now out of BKB. Crystal Maiden ultimate popped, and it deals a lot of damage. Takes on a Disruptor already. She gets another kill. Double kill coming out for Xiao 8. They lose the Necrophos as well. Of course, Undying already dropped, and the only one to get away is XTT on that Spirit Breaker. So that's not that great. Honestly. It's kind of a bad fight for HGT. I really feel that CSMJ doesn't play a lot of Necrophos. Like, these are a lot of just like newbie Necrophos mistakes. And the reason why I'm pointing these out, right, is not because I hate CSMJ or anything like that, right? I'm not here to bash on the guy. Whatever, that guy is 10 times better than I will ever be. But maybe not. No, wait, I'm just kidding. But at the same time, and that is not well done. Like, that is just not nice Necrophos play. It's really not. Like, he keeps putting himself into really terrible positions. And he keeps using ultimates on targets that are just not worth it. Or he keeps not committing, right? Necrophos is really like a hero where you need commitment. If you use an ultimate on a target, make sure it's a smart target, and then make sure you're actually going for that target. Because you know, like the reward you get from going for that target is huge. This is a delete button. It just kills a hero. You cast it on somebody, they're dead. They're dead. But at the same time, he just cast it on a Witch Doctor, which was dead already. Like, there was no point. There was no point. And afterwards, he could have used it on CSMJ, not on CSMJ, but on Sylar, which, okay, I guess maybe that wouldn't have done too much, but maybe was also in range. And he was at 50%. You cast the ultimate on him, a little bit of commitment from your team, a little bit of coordination, and you have a Bristleback dead forever. He's out of the fight, and then you can start pushing. But they didn't go for it. BKB now down on the Razor, by the way. 4 staff on the Undying. They're gonna go for maybe right here. Tombstone is put down. There's no way that LGD can really access it to kill it. They're gonna see another ultimate on the Witch Doctor, who died before it happened anyway. Because putting down her ultimate in the background, actually putting a lot of damage on CSMJ right here. Maybe it's still in the middle of the fight. Gonna try to prevent the TP out, and they get the Spirit Breaker. So currently it's actually a 2-for-1 air, draining all of Maybe's damage. He won't be hitting hard at all. Actually, maybe not all of it. Okay, that's just a visual bug. I'm sorry then. They take the Necrophos though, and now Sylar and Maybe and Yao and Xiao are all looking for air. And they get him. Bristleback takes it. Manta Style now done on Sylar. I don't know if at this point HGT really has much they can do. I feel they made too many misplays early on. Right, I don't even think this was the draft or anything along those lines. Like, they went for a deathballish team, and this kind of deathball can definitely work out. It's a very 6.81 style strategy, but it can work. It's still powerful, right? At the same time, the execution just wasn't there. They just didn't play it well. If Sylar gets a heart, this game is over. Like, this is the timer, right? Like, if this Phantom Lancer picks up that one specific item, if this Phantom Lancer gets a heart, game is done. They take down the Undying, so that's gonna prevent the fight for a bit. Tombstone down. I don't think Hyperglory team should even attempt a fight right now. Should probably just fall back and maybe try to catch some fresh air. You know, maybe drink a bunch. Get yourself some multi. And kill some creeps for pleasure, basically. Xiao 8, by the way. Look at this. It's got a big BKB now. Crystal Assassin has a beautiful ultimate. I love this hero. She's amazing. She's basically 90% neck though. Look at her, look at her. God damn it, stop moving. Wait, I'll just... No, I won't pause, but look at her neck. Look at her neck. Look at her neck. God damn it. There we go. Look at that neck. She's all neck. 100% neck. Stupid luck. I guess we finally found a reason to not watch replay, and that is that the replays are shit. I mean, come on, really now. This game was played yesterday, so it's not an old replay at all.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
Or maybe even today. I don't know. I think it was yesterday. Like 90% that it was played yesterday.
Dire buildings are tough as nails for now.
Seems we're gonna have another 5-on-5 up top. Might even be the last 5-on-5 of the game. I feel if this one is not gonna work out for Hyperglory team, they might just tap out. Oh, they get the Disruptor already. CSMJ is the next target. The BKBs are active. Crystal Main sitting in the middle of it. They lose CSMJ. And, well, they get the Crystal Maiden at the very least, but Kake getting focused down. We have Air getting chased by Maybe. Maybe currently doesn't really hit that hard, but Air can really only, you know, TP out, and that's gonna be the end of that. They lose for buyback from CSMJ for absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever. And there we go with the GG. Well, that's gonna do it. Not too interesting of a game, but I don't know, kind of interesting. I think like that HGT just went for the 6.81 death ball, right? Didn't really work out. Didn't really work out at all. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. Would definitely appreciate that. And well, I hope to see all of you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.